snowball way out of control in the early game, and come mid game, that Bloodseeker is just turns out to be a little too much to handle. We see a Winter Wyvern pick here coming out from Surrey Gaming here for now. So the Get Method are not gonna get the hands on that Winter Wyvern for this game here. We're just waiting on the second pick here from Surrey Gaming. Will they go for a mid laner? Will they pick up something for the safe lane, or pick up that support duo to go with that Winter Wyvern? We'll just have to wait and see.
Dyer's pick. Dyer's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like there was a Beastmaster pickup as well as a Silencer pickup for Surrey Gaming and Get Meta respectively. Beastmaster brings one of the best CCs in the game to the table in the form of that roar, but that is primarily not why he's picked. He's picked for that Hawk. That Hawk is able to provide a lot of intel about the enemy team, their hero positioning. They can easily use that intel to turn the fight in favor, get quick pickoffs on the enemy heroes. So Beastmaster is probably going to be heading into that off lane here for Surrey Gaming. However, the Silencer pickup comes out from Get Method. One best way to allow that Bloodseeker to pretty much snowball out of control is the use of the global silence when he decides to use Rupture. So that pretty much ensures 1 to 2 kills for the Bloodseeker if there are support TPs coming in. However, there are still no stuns on the side of Get Method until this point of the draft. So tipping out could be the best solution here for Surrey Gaming until Get Meta decide to pick up a couple of stuns on their side. Third ban of the Tinker comes out for Get Meta. In the last phase, they did the side of Get Meta did ban out that Tinker. They probably fear Swifty's Tinker, or it could also be the fact that they're just not comfortable playing against that Tinker. He's easily able to rotate around between lanes and prevent being ganked up by that Bloodseeker. So there's a nice ban coming out in the form of the Clockwork for the side of Surrey Gaming. They did ban out the Clockwork in the second phase last game as well, but in that game it was pretty much would have worked out as a counter against the Earthshaker, as well as early aggression going up against the Shadow Fiend until he picks up that blacking bar. But I'm not really seeing the synergy. Talking about synergies, Clockwork Hookshot Cogs into Bloodrite could be an easy setup. So yeah, I'm guessing that may be one of the reasons for Surrey Gaming banning out that Clockwork. But we see the Lina being banned out here for now, as well as the Wind Ranger ban coming out from Surrey Gaming and Get Meta respectively. We are waiting on the next set of heroes to be picked up by Surrey Gaming here. They have their offlaner as well as the support picked up for now. Are they going to reveal anything more towards their draft here? We might see a mid pickup here. Queen of Pain is still in the pool. However, once she is ruptured, she pretty much relies on mobility to engage and disengage in and out of team fights. So that rupture could put a dent into her team fight plans. We'll have to see if that is the pickup. Shadow Fiend is still in the pool. What are the mid laners are still there? Leshrac has been banned out. Wind Ranger has been banned out. Viper is still in the pool, but I don't really associate Viper being a Surrey Gaming hero. They typically love to run those early aggressive heroes for Swifty, be it the Templar Assassin, be it the Lina. They pretty much want to get up in the face of their enemy heroes, deal those pick up those massive snowball oriented heroes, and go with the flow. So it's gonna be a support Ogre Magi pickup here for now. A really tanky frontline support. Also tends to buff up the ally carry a lot with that bloodlust in the mid to late game scenario. We've typically seen who it was. Who was it? It was actually Team Alliance that ran a lot of Ogre Magi during the TI3 time, wherein they used to use that AK Ogre Magi bloodlusting up the Loda. No, not the Loda. It was actually the Admiral Bulldog. Scylla Bear. It was should I say buffed up with that bloodlust too. This was pretty much the it was the game 3 of the grand finals actually. Just forgive my losing out on that thought. It was actually game 3 wherein they ran that Ogre Magi. So let's just go ahead and jump back into this draft here. We see the mid laners being picked up for both these sides here. Get Method going for the Queen of Pain, reply to by Surrey Gaming with that Templar Assassin pickup. So this in the early stages does favor Queen of Pain, like I mentioned during the previous draft. Queen of Pain with that Shadow Strike is able to easily take off that refraction from the Templar Assassin, and a perfectly timed Scream of Pain could bring that Templar Assassin down really low. So we'll have to see how this but this is a Swifty Templar Assassin we are talking about. We saw him pretty much decimate Envy Gaming on the mid lane on that Templar Assassin in the previous round as well. The round 4 of Ragequit Cup, he went for that Templar Assassin, ended up snowballing way out of control. So this is pretty much in his backyard. Templar Assassin, one of the signature picks of Swifty. We also see a Darkseer pickup here coming out from Get Method. So this could be some mind games here played by Get Method. We've seen Surrey Gaming actually expend a 4th ban on that Darkseer in the previous draft. So in this game, this could be used as a trump card here. If Surrey Gaming, I'm not really sure, is there anyone on the side of Get Method who runs a really brilliant Darkseer, or if Surrey Gaming actually just fears that Darkseer in the mid to late game clashes. If that is the case, Get Method have picked up that Darkseer to try and throw Surrey Gaming off their game. There is a Jakiro ban coming out from Surrey Gaming for now. That actually was a beautiful combo, the Darkseer as well as the Jakiro, about 6 months back. It was pretty much vacuum into Ice Path with the Macro Pyre, the wall. That is just pretty much 2 heroes taking down every single one of the opponent's heroes. Surrey Gaming, when the going gets tough, the tough get going here. They go for that ultra hyper carry in the form of that Medusa, one of the strongest end game carries in Dota 2. She does innately become a lot tanky in the early game as well with that mana shield of hers. We'll just have to wait and see what Get Method go for here as their last pick. Also, I would like to point out that is a beautiful disengage for Surrey Gaming. If there is the rupture being used by the Bloodseeker on any of the Surrey Gaming heroes, if there is Stone Gaze in time, that's gonna be easy disengage for the heroes of last pick being the support Dazzle for Get Method. So ladies and gentlemen, game 2 is a go here. We're just waiting on the players to pick up their heroes for now. Dazzle, one of those really strong defensive supports here. Their draft is all over the place here. Bloodseeker aggressive, Queen of Pain aggressive. Darkseer tends to be a lot more defensive in the early game, so we'll have to see how GM execute this lineup. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. This is SG versus GM, Game 2 of the round of 16 Ragequit Cup Season 3. On the Radiant side, we have Surrey Gaming. It's gonna be PSAR gonna be playing the Winter Wyvern. Riftwalk is gonna be playing that off-lane Beastmaster. It puts Swifty on his signature Templar Assassin. Too easy for Baki is going to be playing the support Ogre Magi, and finally in the bottom lane that puts the hard carry Medusa played by Ice Cubes. For the side of the Dire we have GM. It's going to be Promeshar going to be playing that Silencer. It's going to be Edward Newgate going to be back on his Queen of Pain here in game 2 as well. It's going to be Paddling playing the Bloodseeker, rocking that new set from the chest that came out a month ago. It's going to be good playing that Dazzle, and finally in the bottom lane it's gonna be PB playing that off-lane Darkseer for GM. Looks like there's a loop around coming out here, coming out from the heroes of GM. We might see an engage here if this side of GM do spot out SG in the bottom part of the map there. They do have the high ground advantage here, GM right now, so this Winter Wyvern though does have that Arctic Burn. He's gonna be able to go over that cliff and into the safety of that river. Same thing can't be said of this Beastmaster, who's hanging on to skill points for now. Same with the no, actually the Ogre Magi has already skilled up Ignite. We might see the Bloodseeker rotate around and try and get a sandwich off here. Looks like Templar Assassin is going to secure this top rune, which means nobody is going for this bottom rune for now, since Darkseer has actually decided to go and get a creep block off here to start this game off. For now it's going to be a Queen of Pain against this Templar Assassin in the mid lane. It's going to be a safe lane, tri lane coming out from GM. Bloodseeker supported up by that Dazzle and the Silencer going up against the solo Beastmaster. We might actually see the Winter Wyvern rotating in as well. He's just dropping down an Observer Ward here for now, which is going to allow Beastmaster to spot out those loop air rounds from the supports of GM. In the bottom lane it does put the Medusa one-on-one against this Darkseer. So one good thing here for the Darkseer is that he's going to be able to pick up a lot of XP here. There's no zoning out heroes coming out right as of now from the side of SG. This Ogre Magi pretty much just sticking to stacking camps up here in the mid lane for her Templar Assassin to snowball out of control. We see a loop around coming from the Winter Wyvern as well. He however just has level 1 Arctic Burn available. That's not gonna be enough. The Queen of Pain is hanging on to her skill points for now. She's just gonna wait up, skill up the blink and get out if there is an incoming gank from the Winter Wyvern. He's just gonna hang around here for now. We see the Ogre Magi rotate back into the bottom lane. He's gonna be doing some harass as well as zoning here against this Darkseer, but the main problems Darkseers usually face is that they go level 1 Ion Shell. They are pretty much starved of XP. They don't hit that level 2 wherein they can farm aggressively, use Surge to get out of trouble. That's not going to be the case this game. He was easily able to secure level 2, and now we see a turnaround coming out. He's used that Ion Shell. He's going in aggressively against this Ogre Magi. He looks like he wants to dive this tier 1 tower here. He has used haste. He has used that Surge. He's able to pick up the kill onto that Ogre Magi, but pays for it with his life. So it's a 1-for-1 trade going actually in favor of GM, with that Darkseer picking up the first blood. Overextension coming out from Ogre Magi. Nothing that the Medusa can actually do there to help out the Ogre Magi, so he's gonna have to play it safe. We see usually Ogre Magi walk up, club the enemy heroes and pretty much bully them out of lane. Not to be the case here, since that was a level 2 Darkseer against a level 2 Ogre Magi as well. So he was evenly leveled, was able to dish out the damage with that Ion Shell and secure first blood for his side. So good start coming out for GM here. Let's have a look at the last hits and denies. Bloodseeker sits atop the leaderboard, in the lead with 18 CS, followed up by the enemy Templar Assassin from the mid lane with 18 CS as well. We see Beastmaster hit level 6 here. He has gone 2 levels into Wild Axis. I don't remember which game it was. A couple of days back we did see a Beastmaster pickup wherein he completely ignored Wild Axis. He was putting in points into the call of the... It was Nature's Call, right? I'm not really sure what it is. The Call of the Wild, sorry. The Call of the Wild and points into Inner Beast. But it's not going to be the case this game. He has put up a couple of points into that Wild Axis. Is going to be able to secure some farm using that. The Bloodseeker in the meanwhile... we're just going to have to wait and see what he decides to go for. We typically see Bloodseekers go for Yasha into BKB. We've also seen Blade Mails. We see early BKB pickups. So we'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, we see an engage here in the... top lane here, aggressive blink coming out from the Queen of Pain to try and secure that kill. Arctic Burn has been used by the Winter Wyvern, but heal coming out from the Dazzle keeps her alive for now. That blink is cooling down in 1 second and she's able to blink out in time before the Templar Assassin secures that kill. There is the Ogre Magic coming up in the backlines here, throws out an Ignite as well onto this Silencer, but no engage for now. Both the sides back off. That might have been a kill onto the Queen of Pain. She did blink in aggressively to try and secure that rune in the top river, but Arctic Burn with that refraction damage just not enough to bring down the Queen of Pain, and she's able to survive long enough to get the second blink off. The Silencer meanwhile is hanging around in the mid lane here. Looks like he just wants to throw out some casual harass for now. The Templar Assassin has hit level 6, immediately throws down that psionic trap there. The Queen of Pain is dropping really low on her mana. She has however got back her bottle from the Crow. So looks like there might be an engage here. Trap has been used by the Templar Assassin. She's just gonna pound away here with that Psyblade's harass, and Queen of Pain blinks away to her safety for now. Darkseer has almost reached level 6 here. He's getting a lot of XP here in the bottom lane. There hasn't been much in terms of pull coming out from the Ogre Magi, so he's been able to stay in lane, get a lot of XP as well as CS. He has overtaken that Queen of Pain ally of his in the mid lane, so he's doing really well here in that off lane against the Medusa, but she continues to farm up as well. She has 25 CS for now, already has hit level 6. That Stone Gaze is good to go, so there's not gonna be much in terms of dives here in the bottom lane any longer. They're gonna be able to use that Stone Gaze to disengage. Meanwhile, we see Queen of Pain has picked up a double damage rune here for now. It's bottled up. She might try and use that to make a go onto this Templar Assassin in the mid lane, who's for now decimating that mid lane. She has tripled up on CS compared to this Queen of Pain. That really shouldn't be happening. I did say during the draft that Queen of Pain does have an edge over Templar Assassin in the mid lane. In the meanwhile, in the top lane, we see Arctic Burn has been used as well as the Axis coming out from the Beastmaster, but that's not enough in terms of damage to bring down the Bloodseeker for now. He's able to go back and heal up with that Blood Rage for now. Where is the Ogre Magi here? We might see an engage into the top lane. Dazzle does have 1 level into Poison Touch here for now. However, he decides against engaging in there. Double damage has been activated by the Queen of Pain here in the mid lane. Psionic Trap deployed by the Templar Assassin. She did posture like going in, but decides against it. We see double Ion Shell. This is the problem with the Darkseers. Once they hit level 7, they're easily able to use that double Ion Shell and harass down that enemy safe laner. We see the Bloodseeker actually hasted up here thanks to this Beastmaster dropping really low, but fearing defensive TPs, he decides against diving past the tier 1 tower. We see a rotation coming out from the Winter Wyvern here as well. A ward has been dropped in that cliff. Arctic Burn has been used as well. Scream comes out from the Queen of Pain and she's able to defensively blink out in time before Swifty is able to get that melt shot off. Looks like the side of GM are translating into a top tier 1 push here. It is dropping really low. There are no defensive TPs coming out as well from SG. Cancel that. The Beastmaster is here for now, but he's just 4.5 levels and he's not going to be able to offer much. Queen of Pain tries to make a go onto this Ogre Magi. She does not have enough mana for the Scream of Pain. She blinks and aggressively gets the Scream off. Sorry, she did not have enough mana for the Sonic Wave there. Scream of Pain not nearly enough to bring down that tanky Ogre Magi. In the top lane, we see Bloodseeker continuing to farm away 65 creeps. He's working his way towards what looks like a Blade Mail pickup. He already has that Chainmail and 1600 gold to boot. On top of that, we see the Medusa in the bottom lane is third on the score charts right now. She does have 48 CS to her name. That face boots as well as Aquila into Elven Skin pickup. Looks like that's going to be a casual Yasha coming out from her. But she might convert that into Manta style right away, or it could be a Lincoln's pickup after that casual Yasha. Only time will tell what she decides to go for, but it's go time for this Bloodseeker. He has hit level 6, almost level 7 here now, 1900 gold to boot. He can pick up that Blade Mail and quickly transition around for kills. Looks like he's just hanging around in the top lane for now. He just wants to deny farm from this Beastmaster for now. The Dazzle has moved in really behind here. There's a rotation coming out from the Winter Wyvern as well into the mid lane. Could be a kill setup onto the Queen of Pain, but they really don't have much in terms of setup before Winter Wyvern hits level 6. Has he? He hasn't. He's still level 4.5. We see the Psionic Trap being deployed here for now, but no aggressive plays coming out from the Templar Assassin. She knows the Queen of Pain is gonna be easily able to blink out if there is an incoming rotation from that Winter Wyvern. Bloodseeker meanwhile continues to farm up in the top lane. He has completed his Blade Mail as well as the Power Treads. Looks like he is working his way towards that next item Basher by the looks of things with that Belt of Strength pickup. He is continuing to stay here for now. We typically see Bloodseekers rotate around for kills once they do it level 6. Not to be the case here. Arctic Burn has been used by the Winter Wyvern and a few casual harass comes out onto the Bloodseeker for now. That level 1 Arctic Burn, level 2 Arctic Burn rather, did do some serious damage to that Bloodseeker. He's going to be able to heal up courtesy that Blood Rage for now. Bottom lane we see this Darkseer has already actually picked up that mech, so he can easily rotate around if there is an engage here and easily engage with his team. He has however not picked up that Wall of Replica yet. We typically see Darkseers pick up 2 walls into Replica when they hit level 10 and 11, so standard skill build coming out from this Darkseer. So we'll have to though wait here if this Darkseer is gonna continue to stay here in the bottom lane or rotate around with this team. Looks like for now he is satisfied to just stay there. So is the Bloodseeker. He's just rotating around the lanes as well as his own neutral camps. I really fear the lineup of GM. They need to get a lot of work done here in the early game. They have gone for an early to mid game lineup with that carry Bloodseeker, that offlane Darkseer as well as the Queen of Pain pickup. So, but they have pretty much been playing passive here. It's working into the hands of SG since they do have that hard end game carry in the form of that Medusa. So they'll take this trade any day. They'll just farm up and level up all their heroes. It's all on the shoulders of GM to do some early aggression here, try and get pickoffs translated into towers. No, hasn't been the case till now. They've just been able to drop the top tier 1 tower 12 minutes into this game. Goal lead of about 1200 and an XP lead Actually, the XP lead is in favor of SG, while the goal lead is in favor of GM of about 1200. We're seeing a rotation coming out from the Beastmaster. Typical, after he has picked up that level 6, he picks up a smoke as well and rotates into the mid lane. He wants to set up a kill onto the silencer here for now. He is hanging around in the backlines. He has a smoke as well. It's just, we just gonna have to wait and see if he deploys the smoke. He does. He however abandons that mid lane. He is rotating around into the bottom lane. There is also a rotation coming out from the heroes of GM. The Dazzle as well as the Queen of Pain have rotated, and we might see the first clash here of this game 2 for now. We see Beastmaster as well as the Ogre Manager waiting up in the backlines. They're expecting a gank onto this Medusa. She has picked up that Yasha as well as 1000 gold to boot on top of that. The heroes of the GM, however, revealed that 3-hero push in the bottom lane that Weave has been used aggressively by Dazzle here, actually defensively by Dazzle for now. This Darkseer is tanking up a lot of damage from that tier 1 tower. The global silence is also available for the side of GM, so they might actually take this engage here. Where is the Bloodseeker for now? Has the Bloodseeker TP bottom? No, actually scratch that. The Bloodseeker continues to farm away in the top lane. A lot of damage is being done onto this tier 1 tower here, but there is no wall, and they don't want to risk it. They're just playing it safe for now. Beastmaster, however, moves in, gets a roar onto this Darkseer. Defensive ultimate has been used by that silencer. They're trying to turn this fight around. Mech has been used as well. That Stone Gaze, however, catches out this silencer. He's in no man's land. There is a Blood Rite coming out from the Bloodseeker as well. Rupture used in the backlines. This Silencer, however, hits the deck. Bloodseeker secures a kill onto the Ogre Magi. There is a Winter's Curse coming out onto the Darkseer. He's really tanky. However, Swifty has rotated in here now, and those right clicks easily secure the kill onto that Darkseer. Darkseer overextending there, and Medusa picks up a kill as well onto the Dazzle. That she's able to pretty much just phase up and right click down that Dazzle in the backlines. Defensive use of that Shallow Grave onto that silencer wasn't nearly enough there to save him. He did not have a defensive TP to get out in time, and he did fall in the backlines. Bloodseeker was able to bring down the Ogre Magi, but it was again pretty much a support plus an offlaner of GM traded off for just the support of SG. The score is 4-2 on the leaderboard for now. A goal lead has swung back in favor of SG. 1000 goal lead they have secured after that team fight. An XP lead of about 3000 secured as well for SG. So they've been able to turn this passive early game around with that engage there. Looks like though the side of GM haven't given up on this bottom tier 1 push. They want to keep going on here. Dazzle in the meanwhile in the backlines has been spotted by this Medusa. Those right clicks are really hurting that Dazzle. He's able to use that Shallow Grave defensively. We see the Rupture come out onto this Medusa, but she, however, uses that Stone Gaze. Like I said, that Stone Gaze is a beautiful disengage. Mech comes out from the Darkseer. He's trying to get out of trouble here. Arctic Burn has been used by the Winter Wyvern as well. Defensive TP coming out from the Ogre Magi. Not in time to try and turn that fight around for SG. So after all those spells used by both these sides, it still ends up being no trade going either team's way. So there are 4 heroes of SG down, which means this Templar Assassin is pretty much able to free farm out. Looks like she might make a go onto this tier 1 tower as well in the top lane. She's actually picked up a hand of Midas here, as well as that treads into Drum of Endurance. So a mix and match of mid game as well. Early game items coming out from this Templar Assassin. There are no defensive TPs coming out yet from the side of GM, so looks like they're sacrificing this tier 1 tower. They want to get this bottom tier 2 tower instead. Does this Medusa have her ultimate up. She actually does not have mana for that, though it's cooling down in 15 seconds. So looks like this is going to be a tier 1 for tier 1 trade. Bottom tier 1 going down for the top tier 1 of SG.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This Winter Wyvern is just trying to farm up in the mid lane. He has already picked up that Shadow Amulet, already has 800 gold on top of that. So that's gonna be a completed Glimmer Cape if he decides to go for that. He could also be just waiting up on getting an Arcane Boots before he completes that Glimmer Cape. We'll have to wait and see what he decides to go for. The Beastmaster, however, is working his way towards that Necronomicon 3. He has that Staff of Wizardry as well as the Belt of Giant Strength pickup. So he's just waiting on 20 gold here to pick up that level 1 Necronomicon, which is pretty much gonna be a lot of trouble for Silencer as well as the Dazzle. You can pretty much just leave those level 3 Necronomicons on these enemy supports there. They pretty much are gonna have to expend that Shallow Grave and TP out of there, else those Necronomicons are easily gonna be able to finish them off, considering that the Dazzle as well as this Silencer are really under farm for now. They just pretty much have a couple of gauntlets and brown boots. We see the Winter Wyvern. What has he gone for? Looks like he has completed his Glimmer Cape here with that cloak pickup. The Silencer, nothing yet. He is working towards a glimmer of himself with that casual cloak pickup. The Queen of Pain has an Ogre Club as well as 2200 gold to boot. So that could be an early BKB, could be an early Aghanim Scepter as well. We have seen time and time again, we casters, I myself have called out Black King Bar, and it pretty much just turns out to be an Ogre Club picked up, which is converted into that first item, Aghanim Scepter. In the top lane we see this game is all about being passive, same as how the last game started out as well. We just saw like 1 or 2 skirmishes in the early game, both these teams just safely farming up and finally using that gold advantage to overwhelm the enemy teams. Just about 2 to 3 team fights the entire game. This is not like this is not the kind of game we viewers like to spectate, but nothing to blame for both these sides here. This is the round of 16. They are playing it really safe here. They don't want to just rush into some engage, have a couple of unfavorable engages, which could pretty well mean the exit out of the tournament. We also see the roar being used out onto the Queen of Pain. Arctic Burn Haras coming out from the high ground here from the Winter Wyvern. She is able to blink out right on time there and stay alive for now. No lockdown there coming out after that roar, so she's able to get out of there. Winter Wyvern, however, didn't use Winter's Curse there. Could have been able to secure that kill. I'm not really sure if he was in range for using that spell there, so that could have secured the kill onto the Queen of Pain. Not to be the case. She's able to get out of there. We see the Bloodseeker rotating onto the top lane. He wants to try and get the kill onto the Winter Wyvern, but Winter Wyvern is safe there. He's going to be able to cold embrace and evade those right clicks coming out from this Bloodseeker and just pretty much TP out. Darkseer has picked up that Arcane Boots after his mechanism for now. He might be working towards a pipe. We've seen Darkseers go Blink Daggers as well for that perfect initiation with that vacuum into wall setup. So we'll have to see what item he decides to go for. Looks like it's going to be a medallion pickup for the Dazzle with that chainmail as well as Sage's Mask picked up for now. Ogre Magi just has Arcane Boots for now and a couple of wards. The Templar Assassin, however, has picked up that Yasha as well as the Blink Dagger here. So lots of mobility coming out for the Queen of Pain. High movement speed there with that Yasha drums as well as Blink Dagger. So it's all gonna be about getting the initiation off for SG. Try and get quick 1 or 2 hero pickoffs and take a favorable engage from there on due to the numbers advantage that they carry. Medusa, meanwhile, continues to farm up in the mid lane. She already has a completed Eye of Skadi. This match is taking the exact same route as the previous game. We saw a couple of engages from GM, turned into a farm fest for both these sides. Ended up with the course of SG just emerging a little too over farmed for the side of GM to handle. We also see Rupture comes out onto Medusa. She just turns around and uses that Stone Gaze. There is also the global silence used by the we also see the Sonic Wave come out from the Queen of Pain. This may be a turnaround onto this Medusa. She does fall down. Yeah, like I said, there was the global silence there used as well from the silencer. So all ultis expended there except the wall to try and bring that Medusa down. However, she does hit the deck, which means this is going to translate into a tier 1 push here for the side of GM. No, the side of SG doesn't look like they want to defend here without their carry Medusa. Splinter Blast being casually thrown out here by the Winter Wyvern does not stop the mid push. However, Bloodseeker is able to secure that mid tier 1 tower. Looks like they're rotating towards this Beastmaster, who senses that rotation and just TPs out. He has a level 2 Necronomicon, working his way towards a level 3 Necro here. He's just about 800 gold off that item pickup. We see the Roshan continue to pound down on this silencer, but they're able to change the aggro for now. This is going to be an Aegis coming the way of the Bloodseeker here, as he does drop his teleportation scroll to pick up the Aegis for now. Looks like we are seeing a rotation coming out from the side of SG3. Hero smoked up here, but the Roshan does hit the deck here. Medusa walks in aggressively. She does, however, have her ultimate in cooldown. Templar Assassin blinks in here. There's a TP coming out from the Darkseer, but he falls down in time. The BKB comes out from the Bloodseeker as well. He does have that Aegis to go. The right clicks coming out from the Medusa is able to bring him down for now. He has, however, an Aegis with him. That's expended here for now. Is Medusa going to blow her ultimate? That's not going to be the case. Bloodright as well as that Roar has been used by the Beastmaster. Their right clicks coming out from the Templar Assassin is able to secure the kill onto that Bloodseeker. So the Aegis is wasted right off the bat there, as well as the Darkseer going down. Perfect engage coming out from the side of SG. The side of GM feared that Medusa already had her ultimate up, decided to TP out, but that ultimate wasn't expended by the Medusa, and they were still able to pick up a couple of kills as well as burn that Aegis on the Bloodseeker. Looks like there's a high ground push coming up here from the side of SG. This could pretty much be the last stand. Global silence has been used, does not prevent the right click coming out from the Templar Assassin. Sonic Wave is used as well, but they're easily able to heal up. Wall has been used here. Templar Assassin walks through the wall. She is dropping really low. Medusa, in the meanwhile, in the front lines, continues to tank up here, has used that Stone Gaze. They're backing up for now. Bloodseeker moves in, gets stunned up by the Ogre Magi. Bloodright does not connect onto any of the heroes except the Medusa. She backs off for now. She's really low on mana. That Rupture has been used by the Bloodseeker. Timely TP coming out from the Medusa with the use of that Glimmer Cape. Another roar comes out from Beastmaster, is able to secure the kill onto that Bloodseeker. In the backlines we see Templar Assassin here try to pound down on this Dazzle. Defensive Grave here is going to keep him alive for now. Sonic Wave from the Queen of Pain actually brings the Templar Assassin really low, but Queen of Pain is out of mana and she just has to TP out. We see Cold Embrace here used defensively to try and save the Beastmaster, as well as the Glimmer Cape, and all the heroes of SG are gonna make it out of here except that Templar Assassin. So at the end of it all, I don't even know what this engage turned out to be. Looks like it was a 3-for-1 engage, a buyback coming out from the silencer during that fight there. Mid lane of Rex, however, stands tall. That tier 3 stands healthy. So at the end of it all, GM did manage to hold there, but that was an expensive hold indeed. That does put their course a lot behind in terms of farm. Darkseer has picked up that Blink Dagger to try and get that perfect engage off for his side. Dazzle, still dirt poor, has completed that medallion though. We usually see teams go for that early medallion only if they expect to get Roche. They did get Roche here, the side of GM, but that Aegis, he pretty much hit the deck instantly with that beautiful engage coming out from SG. Beastmaster has picked up that level 3 Necronomicon, so these supports are really gonna have to watch out here. Pretty much just the Necronomicon damage is enough to bring down this underfarmed supports of the side of GM. We see Templar Assassin has already picked up that completed Desolator here, so if they were not able to deal with her damage here in the early game, well, now that damage is just gonna be off the charts with that Desolator pickup from TA. The side of GM are playing it really defensive here. I pointed this out at the start of game 1. You really don't want to be playing to SG strengths. The teams we see actually get upsets have been teams who play hyper aggressively in the early game, throw the opponents off their game, force out unfavorable rotations and misplays from the enemy side, but that's not been the case here. They've pretty much let SG sit back and farm up those hard carries endgame, and now they're paying a dear price with this tier 4 push coming out. That Weave there does not connect onto any of the SG heroes. Tier 3 does hit the deck. Necronomicon has been used as well. Silencer walks up, tries to get some harass here. That's Cardi slowing him down here. We also see the vacuum into wall, just pretty much onto that Medusa. Templar Assassin has already actually brought down the Queen of Pain. There's a buyback coming out from the Queen of Pain. Rupture being used as well as the Blood Rite. Global Silence is used as well. But the Medusa continues to just stand down in the front lines with that Stone Gazes, just pounding down the heroes of GM here. 3 heroes going down. Dieback from the Queen of Pain. GG is called out here. This Silencer is gonna go down in the backlines as well. 5-0 wipe coming in favor of Surake Gaming. So that pretty much was a mirror matchup of the game of the previous match, game 1 of this series. Pretty much started off with a couple of engages, both the teams playing it safe, just farming up, and then one single engage coming out from Surek Gaming, pretty much sealing the game. So ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this day here. Surek Gaming do take a convincing 2-0 victory over GM. Sadly, we do bid adieu to them. They put up a really good showing here in Ragequit Cup Season 3. They made it all the way to